By unleashing a full-scale war against Ukraine, Putin has turned from a world leader into a representative of a rogue country, respected only among dictators. An example of this is the recent visit of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to Russia, from whom Putin has to beg for poor-quality shells.
Putin is falling out of the top political league club and is descending far from even the first league. For the West, it's another signal of the formation of an anti-Western axis, or that it's on the final stage of formation, which is based on such autocrats, dictators, whatever you want to call them, as the leader of North Korea, Russia, China, Iran, and their basis is that they are a besieged big fortress and they all oppose the decaying or offensive West. The thing is that this is an alliance of two rogue countries that have nothing to fear. It's like the two lonelies meeting. They can cooperate with each other without fear of any new significant sanctions, since all sanctions have already been imposed on them. The puppet Belarusian dictator Alexander Lukashenko is always close to Putin. Experts are sure that Putin got everything he wanted from his protégé, a springboard for a full-scale war against Ukraine. Now, the Minsk regime will exist as long as it is favorable to Putin. We see that there is some kind of boundary of certain use. I do not believe in some cunning plan that Putin has to make Belarus remain less toxic. That is why Lukashenko allows himself not to recognize, or at least not to come to Crimea, to say rather strange things, considering that he is a direct vassal and he is considered by many people. But clearly, this vassal dependence is not so direct and so obvious. So there are complex relationships that are difficult to understand, and we will understand them only after the fall of these regimes. Either sub-sanctioned rogue states such as North Korea or the regimes that the Kremlin has helped to retain power by force remain in Moscow's orbit. That is why Bashar al-Assad still goes to Putin's receptions, openly supporting the war against Ukraine. Russia's growing influence in Syria stopped with the deployment of troops, meaning the Wagner mercenaries and military bases. So no economically, no soft power or anything like that. I mean, it's not about any of this at all. Unlike Iran, once Russia's aid to Syria weakens, or say something happens to Assad, or Iraq has conflicts with Russia, then this friendship will disappear just as instantly. However, after failures on the front in Ukraine, Russia will not be able to help dictator regimes by force like before. After the death of Yevgeny Prigozhin, the PMC Wagner group has no more influence. Therefore, having lost ties with the civilized Western world, Russia, isolated and under the sanctions, will soon lose its leverage even on the governments of the world rogue countries. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Larisa Zubenko, UATV News.